Hello explorers, how are you doing today? I wanted to share with you a personal theme that I am following through with this week, and the reason I'm sharing it with you is in case it inspires you to do something similar. When I was at my yoga class last night, and I like to do that on a Sunday night, it really sets me up for the week ahead, our yoga teacher shared with us that with all the intolerance and hatred that is being that's obviously out there in the world right now, and innocent people being caught up in some global generalizations that are deeply harmful and probably dangerous ultimately, that what can we do when we can feel so helpless when these things are happening out with our control, out with our power. And she decided from her spiritual point of view that actually if she, in her world, locally to her, in her own home, started focusing on kindness instead of the anger, the rage, almost inciting, these global events inciting hatred in ourselves towards the injustice, that actually how else could we react? What could we do that would be better for us and our agenda towards peace, tolerance, understanding, multicultural diversity, every human life being valuable, equal and valid. And it starts at home. It starts with ourselves. So she's undertaking 7 days of kindness. And when she was sharing this with us last night, she was saying it's simple things like when her husband doesn't stack the dishwasher the right way, not to act as if it's a malicious act, but just react differently. Kindly, thoughtfully, tenderly. Now that might be a stretch, a challenge, but it's an example of how can we be the change that we want to see in the world. That's what Gandhi asked us to do. It starts with you. It starts with who are the people around you that maybe you could be kinder to. That's not to suggest that we're unkind, but perhaps being a little bit more kind or a little bit more thoughtful. So I am going to spend time meditating this week on my acts. Who could I be kinder to? Who could I be more thoughtful towards? Where am I being selfish? Where are my emotions being charged into, maybe being negative? So that I in some way am making a small and local contribution to peace, understanding, equality and diversity being valued and honoured and respected. So my invitation to you is to consider doing something along those lines yourself. So I'll be on Facebook Live every day giving you a little 5-minute top up of what I've been doing to improve and increase my focus on kindness. It can be random acts of kindness. It can be helping somebody cross the road. It can be being thoughtful in the supermarket. It can be anything. In fact, post and share with me what your kind acts are going to be over the next 7 days, and do let me know if you are joining in. So maybe it's those moments when the children come home and the house is really busy and you're under pressure to multitask. Stop, pause and give them your full attention for 5 minutes. That could be a huge act of kindness. Find out and consider where in your life just some little tweaks could make a big difference to evoking kindness in your life and towards others. And do remember yourself, because often we put ourselves at the bottom of our own list. Be kind to yourself. What are the thoughtful, kind things you can do for you? So on this theme of Gandhi, he also said, you must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, it does not mean that the ocean becomes dirty. So let's hold on to our humanity in the chaos of what's going on just now and bring kindness into the heart of what we're doing. So focus on what you can control, because these events are out with our control largely. So what can you control? What can you do? Let go of the negative emotions that are being evoked in you by these unjust events, and think about what you can do that is within your control. So yes, sign the petitions that are out there. There's a national one here in the UK to have certain things debated in Parliament about whether there should be a presidential visit from the States. There's also a global letter that you can sign up to as well to voice how much you care about the events that are going on just now. And also control the controllables. What can you do in your daily life that's more kind, equal, fair, just? And begin to think about that. The other thing is, without action, we don't have a voice. There's nothing that we can do. So there's a real wave of action starting just now. So it is those things: sign the petition. What other positive, kind, decent, humane, value-driven actions can you take? Think about them. What can you do? And another thing that Gandhi liked, he's on my mind today, and a theme that I'm sticking with today to help me be a kinder, better person is, he said, an ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. So we can talk about how heinous and awful these things are. Actually, let's practice what we preach. Let's practice kindness. Be authentic and true to yourself and your values. See the good in people. And those are the controllables that you have. Those are the things that you can influence. So my invitation to you is to think about where you can be kinder, how you can positively be an influence in the world right now. And as I've already said, it starts at home, it starts in our schools, it starts in our workplaces, it starts in our communities, it starts as a little random act of kindness in the supermarket or helping somebody cross the street. It doesn't have to be huge, it's the practice that matters. So I hope you're having a good day, and thank you for listening to day 1 of my 7 days of kindness. Bye for now.